Hey guys, Thunderstud here, and today we are bringing you an all-new EX structure deck, bringing back a super old archetype, and that's Fire King. So probably about a year ago is the last time this was really meta, was Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, guys. It revolved around combining this with Fire King Island and Fire King Avatar Yaksha as ways to destroy him from your hand, and then it revives every one of your standby phases after it's destroyed, and destroys all spell cards on the field. So you may know it, you may not know it, but it used to be sort of meta relevant. Not too crazy, but it's had its time to shine. So these are actually pretty old cards that are getting reprinted in this EX structure deck. We're also using 3 Sphere Kurubo, just to get that out of the way, as well as 2 Karma Cut, and a little bit of graveyard setup does help with our new support cards. So what's new for this archetype? Let's go over it. We got 2 new spell cards, 2 new monsters that we're using. The first new monster is the new boss. He's the equivalent of our Nephthys, but he's a little better. So it's Fire King High Avatar Garunix, and during the next standby phase after this card was destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard. So key difference there. Sacred Phoenix is your standby phase. This is the next standby phase, so you can wipe the board in your opponent's standby phase. So it's a very strong monster. During the next standby phase, when this card was destroyed by a card effect sent to the graveyard, special summon this card from the graveyard. When you do, destroy all monsters on the field, so even your own monsters. Very strong. Not himself though. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Fire King monster from your deck, except for his little avatar. But that usually would just mean a Yaksha. Still worth the effect. It's usually not getting swung into. You're usually wiping the field when he's here. So another very strong card. We're usually getting him out with this brand new super rare, which is the only really new card we're using 3 of. It's very strong. It's Onslaught of the Fire Kings. So if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, special summon 1 Fire Beast Warrior or Winged Beast type monster from your deck. Its effects are negated and it's destroyed during the end phase. So your opponent has a monster, you use this card, special summon your Fire King. He gets destroyed in your end phase, but during the next standby phase, he comes back and destroys your whole opponent's field. It's very wild, guys. He's very quick. Or you can use it for a Phoenix if you have, say, some Sphere Boys to wait for your next turn and you want to destroy all those back row. But you will hit your own back row too, so you have to be careful. Now, other than that, we have ways to destroy him with our Fire King Yaksha. Whenever he's destroyed, you can chain the destruction of something in your hand, like one of your bosses. Or we can use Fire King Island, who can destroy this from our hand or field, and then add one of these boys to our hand. Works out very nicely. And this card, guys, Circle the Fire Kings. We're only using 2, but it's actually a very strong quick play spell. Target 1 fire monster you control and 1 fire monster in your graveyard. Destroy that monster you control, and if you do, special summon that other monster from your graveyard only once per turn. So that's where Karma Cut comes in. You could do a little bit of graveyard setup, but mostly this is a win more card that's going to give you OTKs like you'll see in the replay. You'll destroy whatever one of these monsters you have on the field and summon something like a Fire King Yaksha over here. Or let's say it's reversed. You have a Phoenix in your graveyard and a Yaksha on the field. You use your Circle the Fire Kings, destroy the Yaksha, summon the Phoenix, all in one spell. So then your Yaksha's effect will chain, and you'll be able to destroy your Nephthys with your Yaksha's effect. So it's all the little combos like that go in. And lastly, we have our Fire King Avatar Garunix. He's not too crazy strong, but he does have some unique effects. If a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Usually you don't really want to use that one. If this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card by effect or battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Fire King Avatar monster from your deck. So the only Avatar monsters we have are Yaksha and himself. So you're really only floating most of the time, but it's still pretty good because you'll float into a Yaksha, destroy what you need, and you're still getting tons of protection, which is something you need. That's why we're using Grit. That's why we're using Sphere Crew. But guess what, guys? New Teja gets Grit. She's only the second female character to get Grit, and so they're saying she's gritty, guys. So we're using Gritty Teja. And other than that, you just really need it to survive. So feel free to lean on Grit and your Sphere Boys and some floating to get to your perpetual wipes of monsters and back row. Old archetype that's always been pretty fun is now still really fun. So there's probably going to be better ways to optimize it. You can probably cut out Fire King Avatar Garunix altogether and still mess with other combos. They also have that whole Nephthys ritual side we can look at. Doesn't really go with the new Fire King here, but it could probably work with Onslaught super well. Onslaught might honestly work with other monsters too, because it's not locked into the archetype, so it's a pretty cool spell card there. But hope you guys enjoy the replays. It's in a platinum tier because the ranks have turned over, so the decks aren't too crazy, but still some pretty cool replays. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Okay, we're fighting a Bandit Keith going second. He's using black on black sleeve and mat there. Gotta show him we're gritty. Our opponent goes straight into a Neos Fusion, throws away a Crimson Fox no less. And there he goes, that's his play, guys. We're gonna use our Onslaught. Onslaught's the best card from this structure deck. We bring out our Fire King Avatar Garunix. Now look at this, guys. We get a swing at this boy. Shouldn't have summoned my Yaksha. It would have been good to summon your Yaksha if we had something we wanted to destroy in our hand. But we don't, so it wasn't good to summon him because he's going to get destroyed by this Garunix. And remember, we just swung over that Neos, and he had to blow his Neos Fusion, so he's destroyed by this boy's effect. Here comes another Keeper of the Dragon Magic using Lunalight Fusion. Going straight to business, using a Crimson Fox from his hand to special summon a Cat Dancer. Now he uses a Crimson Fox. I can't use this Karma Cut because he has just tons of Crimson Foxes everywhere. They would all negate any Karma Cut on a Lunalight monster. So here, we get put to 0. He eats his Crimson Fox for a double swing, but we hit him with our Sphere Boy. Now we're going to Sphere Boy this Keeper of the Dragon Magic. Also, just keep our 2700 monster over this boy, which will do pretty well for his top deck mode. Here he normal summons a third Crimson Fox, hoping I'll do the exact 900 damage to him so he can do Switcheroo. But joke's on him, I'm just going to pick away 300 damage at him and not trigger Switcheroo. So he says, fine, I'll get rid of my own Cat Dancer, and there you go. Chooses not to do anything. We set our Yaksha, take another 300 damage at him. Now we just really need him to attack that Yaksha. He normal summons a Keeper of the Dragon Magic. Lunalight Fusion once again. Nothing to fuse, obviously. Swings at our Yaksha for us, very useful. Destroys our Yaksha, triggers his effect. We destroy our own Garunix off the field. We take the damage from the Dragon, or Keeper of the Dragon Magic. Also, the Garunix can come back and destroy those monsters. We're only 600 from lethal. Now that boy finally gets the Switcheroo he wanted so badly. Sets a monster. We top deck what we needed to finish it off, guys. We used our Circle of the Fire Kings, destroy our Garunix, bring out our Yaksha, and now our Garunix would come back the next turn and wipe the field, but we used it as sort of a mass chain and finish the game. Great duel, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi, going second. Our boy is using 25 cards over there. We're using Grit. 2 Yakshas, a Avatar Garunix, and the High Avatar Garunix. Here, our boy just has to end phase a Lumina. He gets 2 Maidens to make sure he mills extra much. Pretty much just some Maidens and some Twilight Sworn. Here we top deck an Onslaught, guys. We're going Sacred Phoenix because we know this Yaksha is already going to destroy our Garunix. So we'll go one at a time. And he'll only come back during our standby phase, we gotta remember. Here he uses March of the Dark Brigade, which lets him get a Lumina back to his hand. Uses said Lumina, throws away an Archer, special summons the Archer. That's his Fortune Lady Every. He's so bold as to let my Yaksha get destroyed. So I destroyed my Garunix, and guess what? He's gonna come back at the standby phase, but it's my standby phase, which means my Nephthys is gonna come back. So this is the dream wombo combo you want right here, guys. You get the Nephthys to come out first, destroy all the spell cards, let's say there were spell cards, then your Garunix is safe to come out, wipe the whole field, we normal summon a Yaksha, and finish the duel, all while dodging his Destiny draw. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing another Teja. Going second. Let's see what this Teja has to offer. We are again using identical sleeves and mats. Except this time I'm using Grit and he's using some Magician Girl nonsense. So he's gonna normal summon his Lemon Magician Girl. Now she will special summon from the hand when she's attacked and have your attack. So we have to be very careful with her. But we're gonna start with Onslaught. Onslaught brings out our Garunix. We destroy our own Garunix. We set our Avatar Garunix. Probably shouldn't have done that. And we bring back our Garunix in our opponent's standby phase to destroy his monster and inevitably get him to scoop. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Dark Signer. Colin Cass, I remember this duel, so I'm laughing. So we're going second, we're going for a rank up. I think it's just Plat 6 to 7. We're using our Grit. This guy's got handless combo 100. That means he starts with no hand and starts with 100 eyes. He goes first, can't do anything, has to pass his turn. That means we're free to manipulate the field. We use our Onslaught, end our turn. That destroys our Garunix, but guess what? He comes back in the very next standby phase, our enemy's standby phase, destroy his one monster he traded his whole hand for. Now he's in pure top deck mode. We get to normal summon our Yaksha and finish the duel that quick. I just thought that was a pretty funny duel. But that's Garunix, guys, in your opponent's standby phase. Great stuff. Okay, here we are facing little Yugi. We're going second. He's using Pegasus and Grandpa's cards, so that's how you know we're fighting full platinum memes. We have a pretty bad hand, but it has plays. We got our Karma Cuts, we have our Floaty Boy. He sets 2 monsters and it's Grandpa's cards, so we're the ones who are going to need to get aggressive, and we're going to do exactly that with our Fire King Island. We destroy our Garunix, summon our Yaksha. Probably should have kept Yaksha in our hand. We break our Grit, so just all bad play all around. Standby phase comes, that's our Garunix. This is why we should have kept our Yaksha in hand. He would have been fine. But we wipe the whole field. Yaksha kills the Garunix once again, but I try to banish this boy. He brings out this legendary Exodia. He's immune to all other card effects, totally forgot. So he's not even going to get destroyed by Garunix coming back. He's not going to get hit by any of that. But we top deck our Circle of the Fire King, so we're able to swing for 2700. He gets to draw for whatever amount he has there, something like that. And we get to use our Circle of Fire King, destroy our Garunix, bring out a Yaksha, hit him for lethal. If that wasn't lethal, our Garunix still would have come back next standby phase, wiped nothing but our own Yaksha, but still would have been a body on the field. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are, new Teja versus new Teja. Everyone's trying to get those new skills. We're going first. We're even using identical sleeves and mats. Look at us go. We're both using Grit too. This is a crazy mirror match so far, but our opponents, or us, we pass our turn to our opponent, let him summon a monster. I totally remember this duel, so you guys may be noticing in the future that when I'm fighting Evil Eyes, I just let them kill themselves, and it just works out really well, because a lot of people just don't know how to manage their life points. So we're going to go after all those spell cards with our Onslaught. We special summon our Phoenix. Sadly, we won't get to destroy our Phoenix in the end phase because he returns us to the hand with their trap card. Their trap card is also one of those cards that I talk about every now and then, like Karma Cut. That just gives you an option on your opponent's turn. It's pretty much what like Overflow and that Triple D's card and Regeki Break and Karma Cut and Ballista Squad. It's what all those cards are good for. giving you options in your opponent's turn. Anyway, he's using a Pareidolia. Normal summons his Medusa. We're gonna banish that girl while she uses her effect. She searches that Eye of Selene, but she is banished. And we're still sitting on a Garunix face down on the field, potentially waiting to float. Now here he uses Selene to minus 1,000 and set right there. We're going to set another Yaksha, so even if he doesn't attack, we can normal summon one of our boys, but he normal summons his Medusa, gets that Evil Eye defeat right back, uses a Treacherous Trap Hole, okay, on the two of us. We're both going to gain effects. Garunix is going to float, we float out a Fire King Yaksha, and we destroy the Nephthys with the Fire King Yaksha's effect. Here, sadly, she banishes our Nephthys and destroys our Yaksha. You only get one Yaksha effect per turn, so we don't get to destroy Garunix. But that's okay, because this boy's life points are getting low, and I already know all I have to do is survive, and he is going to destroy himself. So here he banishes our High Avatar Garunix. We hit him with our Sphere Boy, no damage taken. We pull into another Sphere Boy. Here he's using Selene, he had to banish his monster, and now he goes to banish our Garunix. It's like, why would you even do that banish on your own turn? Now he has to use his effect. Even if you have nothing to banish in your own graveyard, the effect still triggers, still damages you, and you still lose, guys. So I mean, you gotta really be careful and really know what you're doing. Plan like 4 or 5 moves ahead with Evil Eye, guys. So they are capable of being good if you really just don't kill yourself. But this deck, guys, Onslaught is the best part of the new deck. So you want 3 Onslaught. Everything else, you could probably just run 2 copies of comfortably. You could maybe cut the Avatar Garunix, the level 3 monster, all together. Mix with the ratios, see how it goes, guys. Still an interesting little archetype. Use it to level up your Tejas maybe, or just an auto duel deck. But hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you're doing with this deck. If it'll work with the Nephthys Ritual, it probably will to a degree. We'll have to see though. So thanks for watching, guys.